Okay, so I'm a gadget person, but I'm a typical man. I'm not a very good cook. Well, I don't think I'm a bad cook now, but mainly because my wife works long shifts. I'm lucky enough to be able to work from home, and I didn't think it was fair to get her beans on toast after a long shift. So I bought an air fryer. This one, the Duronics, is it's two drawers, but also there's a single drawer that you can put in there so you can do a large roast or whatever, and a pizza oven. It looks bad, but apparently, because I said I should change it, the manufacturers say that leaving the stone like that actually improves things. So tonight I'm going to cook something that won't appeal to everybody. Most countries have cuisines that maybe we might find a bit strange. For example, I wouldn't eat snails, but you know they're big things in France. And in the old days, I used to have tripe, which was bloody awful. I like black pudding. I like haggis. And one of my favourites when I was a child was peas pudding and faggot. And believe it or not, we had a peas pudding and faggot man. So this is what I'm making. So this is one of Joanne's favourites. As I say, it won't appeal to everybody. So liver and bacon, lardons. She has to have peas, have to have onions with it. You've got to have, in my case, onion gravy. And I add a few chili flakes to it. This is washed and has to be thoroughly dried, which makes it easier. Preheat the air fryer, give it a bit of seasoning, and I'll put a picture at the end of it. Got to have mashed potato. I'll put butter and milk in that. As I say, it won't appeal to everybody. I've got to chop this up, so I won't do that on camera. And then basically I will cook it. I like to think that there's certain times, and if you go online you'll find out recommended times. I just cook it till it looks right. Not too hot either. If you overdo it, I tell you, liver is horrible. So I'll come back to you once I've had the liver and bacon and maybe some fava beans. So I'm going to start chopping this up. One thing I've learnt over the working from home, don't use one of these. So if you've got a segregated, whatever you want to call it, serrated edge, it doesn't cut things like lamb's liver that well. So I use a dull blade, which is also better for me since I'm not the best of cooks for chopping up, and it goes through nicely. Make the chunks about the same sort of size. I like something reasonable size. The smaller ones, little bits, I'll give to the cat. I know it's terrible, but the cat likes liver as well, as you'd expect. So that's about it. I won't do the whole thing, but as I say, this works better than that. So once all this lot's done, I'll dry it again, pat it down, give it some salt and pepper, and in my case, as I say, I'll put chili flakes in, which I think adds a little bit, not too much. You don't want a hot liver and bacon, just enough to lift it up a little bit. So that's it. Come back when I've got the thing cooking, and it will look a lot less grotesque. I mean, bear in mind I used to be an undertaker, so this to me is not really much of a problem, but I can imagine a lot of people wouldn't be happy chopping up lumps of lamb's liver like this. And if you're vegetarian, please do not watch the channel. I will post a warning just in case. Incidentally, the colours, the difference of colours, as you can see, this is dark, that's light, isn't an issue, and yes, you will get some blood. The first thing that you do before you do anything is give this a good wash, get rid of any of the blood and the bits that might be over, and some of it you just can't really cook properly, so this stuff might be a bit too tough. If it's doing that, I would discard it. The cat will eat it, so chop it up later. But that's it. For one portion, it's enough. By the time you put those in, maybe a bit of bacon, peas and mashed potato, it'll be lovely. Okay, so the air fryer is now preheated. These two, 180 degrees for 3 minutes. So I'm ready to put the ingredients in. Now, I do have these like paper gaskets and these silicone things, but I think with things like meat, it always seems to taste better just metal against metal. The onions have had a little bit of oil, but and a bit of seasoning, but they haven't had anything else, and you don't want to get them too hot as yet. I probably would have done a few more onions, but Joanne doesn't like onions so much as me, so I should probably have the lion's share of the onions. So that's ready to rock and roll. And now we put the liver. Again, the liver itself has had just a minuscule amount of oil because it's quite wet anyway, but again, good quality vegetable oil, and some lardons. I've done nothing with those because they're just fat anyway, so throw those in along with the liver. There we go. And again, you can just use bacon. I just think the lardons, or even if you're really so inclined, some chorizo, just sort of mix it together loosely for now, and then throw that in too. Now, as I say, if you do online, you go into recipes for liver and bacon, they will tell you do it at this amount of time for whatever. By the way, don't leave your air fryer right at the back because it kicks out some heat from here. So the liver and lardons I'm going to do for 150 to start with. I don't want them too burnt. 15 minutes is probably more than I need, but that will do. And the onions I'm going to do for for 10 minutes at 160. Again, really just arbitrary, to be perfectly honest. And that's it. Basically, let them cook. And what I do is I check on them. So in maybe 5 minutes, I'll give them both a stir, and then another 5 minutes, another stir, and I reckon 10 minutes to 12 minutes. Personally, I quite like the liver a bit on the pink side. My wife, love my wife, but when she cooked liver and bacon, she would quite often cook that so it was black almost, because she didn't like the pink side. So I try and compromise, because basically you have to, and because I like Keith Floyd, always have to have a drink when I cook. The onions and the liver and lardons I've been cooking for a little while now, so I just like to give them a little bit of stir, makes it don't stick. Hopefully you can see that's already starting to, I don't know if the term caramelise works, but it's cooking it nicely. Onions are going to take a bit longer, so I've got them on 4 minutes. So you can see they're starting to brown, but I like them a little bit browner than that. So what I'll do is I'll let the 4 minutes elapse, and then I'll put them on 180 for a couple of minutes just to brown them up a little bit. But as you can see, it is getting there. Unfortunately, my poor old wife isn't, because the traffic from the hospital where she works is backed up. So I always try and cook it so there's nice and hot food ready for her. I'll leave it a couple of minutes. You shouldn't really do that. You shouldn't let it rest, I guess. But that's the nature of hospital work. So be back in a few minutes, and then we'll get the potatoes, the peas, the gravy, put it on a plate, and we're going to enjoy it, I'm sure, because we always have. But again, apologise to anybody that a bit queasy over a bit of liver, but there we are. We are humans after all, and whilst I absolutely would love to be a vegetarian, I can't. It's just not in my nature. I eat meat, but liver and bacon is not going to appeal to everybody. Okay, so I've increased these, taken up a minute and given them 180 instead of 150 to crisp them up. I think the liver and bacon, for want of better words, about right. The potatoes, give that a couple more minutes, put some butter in it. Peas are peas, gravy's gravy, and we'll do some plating up. We're up and running, so as Keith Floyd would say, thank you very much. I'll drink to that. Theakston's Old Peculiar from my Perfect Draft machine. Really nice, very, very flavoursome beer, and not too strong. Right. The proof of the pudding is going to be in the eating, so That's your liver with your bacon lardons. Presentation isn't my strong point, as you can probably tell, but taste is everything. So a bit more there. Peas are peas, so I'm not going to dwell on those. They are frozen peas, but needs as much, so that's that goes in there. Onions on top. And again, I like lots of onions. Mrs. not so much. But then again, I'm not into the potatoes. She is. And the peas. So that's that. Potatoes next. So wife gets the lion's share of the spuds. Just get a little bit, and again this has got a bit of butter and a bit of milk and lots of salt and pepper. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not a huge fan of that. That's that done. Peas. So again, I put a bit of butter on the peas. Always like to do that. And again, wife gets the lion's share of the peas. And then some onion gravy, peed on the floor as I always tend to do. It's already been well seasoned, so I don't need to put too much on, so I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. It's not a huge meal, it's probably not a healthy meal, but it's a home cooked meal, so I'm going to go with it.